Ate. Ate Sharon, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi. Is your student also?
They said they're trying to connect, but they can't get in.
Oh, okay. So I'm really sorry that we have to start
Hello.
because during the Zoom account. Okay. Ate, are you ready in 5 more minutes? Ate Sharon, do, do you hear our voice here? Good morning. Are you with us? Ate Sharon, good morning. Can we start in a 5 minute?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, is it clear? Is my voice clear?
We cannot hear your voice clearly, Ate. Nggak apa-apa. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Okay, I can see the of you. Then I hear you
Ma-
clearly.
Uh, I, the sound is very slow. I cannot hear your voice clearly.
Can you hear my step?
Hello?
Can you hear my voice here? Did you hear my voice?
Very slow. I cannot hear you clearly.
So if I start right now,
Okay, this time it's better. It's better now.
okay. The your student already joined AT online. Is
We have some
already joined
students
with
here.
us?
Yes, online now are some students.
Okay, student. So I will start right now for our guest lecture session. Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay, so we're ready right now for the guest lecture session.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning everyone. A very warm welcome to you all from us. I am Alaika, Headmaster of Ceremony of today's guest lecture session 2024, Monday 14th of October 2024. First of all, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the head of Management Department, Faculty of Economics and Business, Dr. SEMM. The speaker of our guest lecture session 2024, the Honorable Dr. SHARON SINGZON, Coordinator of Management Department, the Moderator, Dr. WIWIK, M.SI. Our Moderator, the Honorable Mr. WILMA, Coordinator, IZAAK.
All lecturers and participants for UPN Veteran Jawa of Eastern Samar State University.
Hybrid meeting room, we will have a great and a productive session, and for those reasons we welcome you to the guest lecture season 2024 with financial leadership and teamwork management in our by Management Department of University Pembangunan Nasional Jawa Timur, Indonesia, Eastern Samar State University, the Philippines. Welcome to invite Coordinator of Management Department Timur, the Honorable Dr. HANDAYANI, SAMS. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to welcome our SHARON B. SINGZON to the 2024 leadership and team in organization of management national Jawa Timur and to beloved lecturer and students. This lecture is one of the implementation of international management theme of this is about how human resource and leadership takes in make process to global situation. Through this section, I hope can explore various applicable human and natural related social management issues and hopefully the result will improve and added value in making the daily environment. Moreover, I hope this will bring together student academics country to expand more on the better human teamwork development. Last, I'd like to thank everybody who contributed to the success of the guest lecture session, especially for guest lecturer Dr. SHARON B. SINGZON, ESSU, and the includes I welcome speech to you to open this management department guest lecture 2024. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the welcome remarks. And now we will continue into the main activity in 2024 as the implementation of international management Universitas Pembangunan Nasional Veteran Jawa Timur for management. Let me also to remind to all of the participants to be active and prepare solution. And now I would like to invite our lecturer Miss WILMA to be in charge as our moderator. WILMA, time is yours.
Thank you very much for today's guest lecture. Guys, can I have your applause for today's session? The spirit ya. Class. Dr. Sharon, hear our voice. Can you feel the spirit from Jawa Timur?
Yes, I can hear you. But
Okay.
I think the internet is not so well. It's kind of choppy.
We are very happy to
Anyway,
have you here to talk with us to discuss about the leadership and teamwork management to empowering itself in our human resource. And you can share your insight from the point of view from the Philippines and also able to increase our insight, Dr. Sharon. So before we start, I would like to remind to all of us here, once again, we have a session until the next 40 minutes. So could you please show the to all of us here? So about QR code. So can you please don't forget to scan the barcode and also the attendance list, okay? And this is also for the from you, Sharon. Please feel free to scan the barcode and then fill out the attendance list. Okay, so later on I will show. So now I would like to read for the for our guest lecturer from ESSU, SHARON D.TECH SC. So graduate school for Eastern Samar State University, and her education is Visaya State College masteral degree scholarship British government and AIT and scholarship at Danida and AIT Asian Institute of Technology. Several awards and grants that Dr. Sharon is get the best presenter for the ASIC 2018 in Padang, Indonesia, and also right now the dean of the graduate school SSU, program head of graduate school in ESSU, and then visiting professor, associate professor the fifth director of intellectual property office of the University of ESSU from 2014 until 2019. Dr. Sharon, do you ready to deliver your material for our guest lecture this morning? Okay, so I will share your material here. So can you hear our voice clearly, Ate? Okay. Can you hear our audible enough? Could you unmute your Zoom? Just mute your microphone. Hi, Ate. The plus if we are having a hybrid class, we are counting on the internet facilities.
Hello.
And then the Ate?
Can you hear me now? Can
Yeah.
you see my screen?
Yes, yes. Okay.
So
Your
can I start now? Is it okay to start now? Hello? Hello, can you see my screen?
We still prepare for your material. So once plus the hybrid class, we are counting on the internet connection, yeah. But doesn't matter, we're still excited, right? Masih semangat semuanya? Ya.
Masih.
Oke, Ate.
Okay, can I start now? So, good morning to everyone. Selamat pagi. Thank you very much for this opportunity to have a lecture in the international class in UPN veteran. So thank you very much to Miss Wilma for the invitation. And I would like to thank also the administration of the university for allowing us to participate in this activity. The topic that was assigned to me is human resource and leadership in decision making. This is a very long topic, but I have to focus more on leadership first. So, so the keywords that we have to focus this time is on leadership's fundamental that relates to tactics, attitude, the behaviors, and then which is a part of human resource management. So let's take a look at the definition of human resource management. So what is human resource management? Human resource management is defined as the planning, organizing, directing, and controlling the procurement, developments, compensation, integration, and then the maintenance and the separation of human resources to the end that individual, organizational, and societal objectives are accomplished. So you see here, HRM encompasses a lot of activities, and critical is the leadership aspect. So let's go into the details of leadership. Okay, let's look at this illustration. Can anyone share to me what do you think about this picture? Any, any of the
Yes, Ate?
student who can share to me what does the student understand about the picture here? Anyone?
Picture of human resource management, is it correct, Ate?
Wait.
Human resource management, right? We are seeing the girl of resource management.
The picture of the boss and the leader. The next slide.
Next slide. This
Yes. Yes.
one? Oh, okay.
Can I ask one of the students there to uh, share what they understand about this picture?
Yes.
Any volunteer from your student?
This is the option boss figure and then the leader's figure, is it?
Yes. You have a student there who can say something about this?
Ada yang mau komentar? I think if a leader, we have to is it as if I were a boss working by myself? Is it?
Yes. So the boss and the leader. We'll go through the difference. So let's focus on the word leader. So a leader is a person. It could be a person or an actor. While leadership, it's the process. So the process where the leader, so the individual, the leader directs, guides, influence, or control the thoughts, the feelings, or behavior of other human beings. So, person, the individual at the has this different kind of uh, activities, so that the feeling, the behavior, the thought of the other persons around him or who is in his influence will be changed. So the next slide, please.
Okay.
Okay, so behavior, the leader's behavior. Leadership behavior refers to the traits and actions. So what does the leader do, huh, uh, that makes them effective? So leaders develop future vision. So very important in leaders is to have a vision. And with that vision, motivate the members of the organization to achieve those visions. So three things: future vision, motivation, and uh, letting the members participate in achieving those visions. Okay, next slide. And we move to the next slide. Okay, so basic concept of leadership behavior. First one, there's a need, there's an issue, there's a problem, or there's a vision that needs to be accomplished. And the leader must motivate the members of the organization, must do something to encourage them to participate so that they becomes part in achieving the target, the vision, or the goal or the objectives of the organization. So give people hope in order to be part of the success of the organization. Okay, the next slide, please. So factors, there are motivating factors or driving forces. So these are the elements or the aspects that are activated or influenced. Yeah. So the leader is the one, so a leader or a situation activates or motivates them to achieve a certain goal or objective. So next slide is about leadership and innovation. So a leader, when there is effective leadership, uh, it fosters a culture where innovation thrives. So uh, this present world that we live in, we cannot stay the same. We need change, we need to innovate, we need to improve for the better. Okay? So the leader is the one who guides the member of the organization to be innovative. And for that to take place, the leaders must be open-minded, they must be adaptable, and willing to take risks in order to inspire the teams to think creatively and push boundaries. Uh, right now, we know that young people, they are more, we call this in the Philippines, teachy. They are more technologically adept. They are more advanced in technology. So most of the time, we prefer having younger people in the team because they can have more innovative ideas. But those innovative ideas of the young people can only be tapped if the leader is open-minded and willing to take the risk, so that these young people can move on and creatively do something better than the older generation. So that's the importance of leadership in innovation. So a leader is an influencer. You know? The leader has to influence the members of the team or the organization or group to uh, innovate or to perform well. And as an influencer, the leader must be able to attract the members of the group to do what is best. The leader must inspire the member of the team or the group to achieve the goal, the objective, or the vision that was set by the organization. So the leader, as an influencer, has to persuade, no? Must know how to persuade the members of the group to push forward, to move, and reach for the target or for the goal. And with that, the leader must create in the members that sense of obligation that they need to work together. They need to be a part of the group in order to achieve the overall vision of the organization. So that's the leader as an influencer. Now, in leadership, communication is very important. So there are three ways. Could be an informative communication, recreative or entertaining recreation, and persuasive communication. So let's take a look at this one by one. Let's take a look one by one at the different kinds or types of communication. First, informative. So, what is informative communication? Informative communication is about clearly sharing the necessary information, facts, and updates. So it's very important, it's clear sharing. We don't hide anything from anyone in the organization. So they have to be informed. Because when they are informed, then they will know. So the team has the knowledge needed to perform well. So if information is limited, then they will not know what they should do. And for them to do it well, then they must be regularly updated, and there should be transparent decision making and comprehensive briefings. So that is informative communication. The second type is recreative or entertaining communication. So what is this entertaining communication? Recreative or entertaining communication, uh, leaders have to try to build rapport, with the members of the team. So keep the atmosphere, this will keep the atmosphere positive. So that means communication is not always formal, serious. It has to be use of humor. It's very important, and casual conversations. By using humor and casual conversations, you can create a relaxed environment. No? So when we work in a team or in an organization, it should not be always serious discussion. There should be times for people to relax, to laugh, to smile together. And that involves storytelling or sharing of interesting anecdotes, or it could also involve having fun team activities, or organizing fun team activities that strengthen bonds. So this type of communication could either be done inside the office or outside the office to keep people relaxed and converse with each other. And the third type of communication is what we call as persuasive communication. So going back, the first one is informative, we give information. The second one, it's more informal, more relaxed setting. This one, persuasive communication, is somewhat more serious discussion, wherein the leader has to convince and motivate others to follow a vision or accept a change. So this is, it requires an art of speaking, you know, to convince and motivate others. They should follow the organization's mission or the change that needs to be done in the organization. And in persuasive communication, you have to use compelling arguments. So, uh, not only arguments, it may include also emotional appeal and clear reasoning to gain the attention, gain buy-in from the team. So, persuasive communication should be inspiring. So it is the art of inspiring others to believe in and to meet the common goal. So how do you make a group of people who have their own personal interests, different personal interests, come together and to meet to achieve a common goal of the organization? So that is made possible by using persuasive communication. So you have to persuade the members of the team. Okay, so leaders have to know how to use these three types of communication. So now let's look at the different theories in leadership. So there are several kinds of theories. So here we have photos of leaders in Indonesia, uh, men and women who have achieved certain level of leadership where they are being looked up to not only in their own, let's say in your own country, but also throughout the world. So we also have leaders from the movies like Superman and Captain America. So what are the characteristics of these leaders? How did they become leaders? So let's look at the different theories in leadership. But today we'll talk about three kinds of theories: the genetic theory, social theory, and ecology theory. So let's examine each of these theories. The first one, genetics theory, says that leaders are not made, but they are born to be a leader by natural gifts. So in this theory, one of the genetics theory is the great man theory. So what is a great man theory? Thomas Carlyle in the 19th century said that uh, someone or some individuals are born to be a leader. So they have these charismatic, natural self-appeals and special background family. So it's like they are naturally gifted to be a leader from they were still young up to the time that they have become leaders of their own country or organization. So here are some of the men and women that are considered as uh, leaders who are who belong to the great man theory. So each of these men have achieved a certain level of leadership, and they become famous and known throughout the world because of their the way they handled events, situation, and the people under them, so that they can uh, achieve the goals, objective, the vision of the organization or of the country or of the cause that they are uh, leading. The second theory uh, is social theory. And social theory says that everyone can be a leader. So, by the willingness, based on the educational background, and should be prepared well, not just born to be a leader. Also, take note of the difference. So, the genetic theory says that some people are born to be a leader, but social theory says everyone can be a leader. So, through proper education, proper preparation. So, and one of the social theory is called the trait theory. So what is trait theory? Trait means characteristics. No? So several trait theory have been uh, posited by different researcher, and one of that is the one characteristic like having an ambition and the energy, which cause people have this desire to lead. No? And then having that honesty and integrity will give people, the leader, self-confidence. Or being intelligent would prepare someone to know the job that is required of them. So these are some of the traits discovered by researchers. Now, throughout the years from 1948 up to the latest is 2004, different researchers have noted different characteristics or traits that are very important to leaders, well-known leaders at that time. So, like for example, during the after the Second World War, so in 1948, Stouffville uh, recorded that intelligence, insight, self-confidence, alertness, responsibility, initiative, persistence, and sociability are very important traits in a leader. Now, the latest study conducted by Zakharov, Kemp, and Bader uh, have added more important traits or characteristics. So it includes already extraversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, openness, neuroticism, honesty and integrity, charisma, intelligence, creativity, achievement, motivation, the need for power, oral and written communication, interpersonal skills, and general problem solving. So you'll notice that throughout the years, there are different characteristics that were observed or that were needed uh, by leaders at that time or period of time. So that's the great theory of leadership. The third, the ecology theory. So when we talk of ecology, it relates to the surrounding the environment. So it says someone can be a leader through their talents that develop by experience and educational level that is suitable with the forces of the environment or ecology. So earlier in social theory said that there are traits, there are characteristics of individuals that makes them leader. This one, and the the environment or the ecology has an influence in developing the leader. So what is an example of this? This is the situational theory. Situational theory uh, states that a leader should have psychological maturity
Dr.
and
Sharon,
it will affect their performance. Okay.
I'm sorry, I
So
have to interrupt you.
this,
You have
yes.
you have 5 minutes during the material,
Okay.
Dr. Sharon.
Okay. So
Thank
I
you
have to
very
make it
much.
faster.
Ah,
Okay. So the details of the leadership style for so you have here the graph. It's more of a graph showing the different leadership styles, supporting, coaching, delegating, and directing, depending on the behavior. No? It could be either supportive or directive behavior. So the situation, depending on the situation of the people that has, or it says your followers, depending on the follower or the member of the team or the member of the group, the leader have to adjust. You know? So behavioral style leadership, finally, we have here examples of 3 types of leadership. So which one is the best? Again, it depends on the situation. So an autocratic leader tells people to do this. The laissez-faire uh, leader tells the members of the group to do this or this, depending on what you think is right. While the democratic leader is the one who asks the members of the team which one is better, this or this. So, which do you think is best? Said maybe it depends on the situation. Finally, take a look at leadership approaches from the point of
internet connection for Sharon. I for some students from ESSU that joined with us today this morning. Could you please show your face? Please turn and say hi to us here from Surabaya. Any student from ESSU join? Is it Jomar? YouTube? Is it? Hi, on your video and then greets us here. Hi, and don't forget, you have to, to, to prepare a question. Okay, after dealing on the material from Dr. Sharon. Okay, waiting for Dr. Sharon's to join us again here. Okay. Okay. Material. Yeah. The last material is the list of point of view of a managers and its function. Nah, as the last material from Dr. SHARON mentions earlier, this is skill of manager. Do you still remember there are skills of, right? Strategic, tactical, operational, and contingency. There are for productive resources. Again, what is the four resources in an organization? What
20. Plan.
right?
Res- Capital. Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurs, okay? So resource can be productive, be kind of skills ya. Kalau manajer itu memiliki keahlian strategik, taktikal, operasional, dan kontingensi, itu maka mereka bisa mengelola 4 sumber daya tadi loh. Ingat ya, that I mentioned earlier in the class. Okay. Are you already rejoined with us? Okay, we are still waiting for Dr. to join. Once again, barcode-nya tadi sudah di ini nggak? Jangan lupa ya untuk mengisi link kalian di scan, langsung bisa di situ. Okay. We are still waiting for Dr. SHARON. Okay. Oke, perhatikan sebentar ke depan. Teori ciri one of the characteristic of a leadership theory, ya. So ambition and energy itu pada saat a leaders or a manager have an ambition and a good energy, the desire also to lead others, ya. Jadi kalau sangat gitu ya, I'm so excited gitu kan, tetapi ternyata excited atau excitementnya itu diarahkan ke bagaimana dia mau memimpin yang bagus. Itu, tapi kalau dalam teori ambition and energy is I have a desire to lead others, okay? And then ada honesty and integrity di sini ya. Honesty and integrity to how a good manager, a good leader also have that self-confidence, gitu ya, as a honesty and integrity leaders, and also intelligence, guys. To job relevant knowledge, a manager or a leader should know what they want to do based on their job specification. Okay, so based on their own integrity. Okay, is Dr. Sharon already with us?
Sorry, the
Okay,
power went off suddenly, so I cannot cut
back
off.
to you. Last one is the
So,
approaches, leadership approaches from the point of view of a manager and its function.
yes,
Okay.
so there are four uh, approaches: the strategic planning, practical planning, operational planning, and contingency planning. So let's take a quick look at these different types of planning. So strategic planning, it's an organizational management activity. And the purpose of that is to set priorities, set direction and priorities. So do that by analyzing the situation. Then we focus energy and resources, then strengthen operation, ensuring that employees and other stakeholders are working toward common goals. No? So everyone should be on the same page. So I just realized now, earlier I was looking at my slides, and then maybe over there in your university, you are looking at another slide. So in strategic planning, it says here, ensure that employees and other stakeholders are working toward common goals. So everyone should be at the same page, at the same time, huh, towards achieving a common goal. Then establish agreement around intended outcomes or results. We should agree together. This is what we want to achieve. And then finally, assess and adjust the organization's direction in response to a changing environment. So that's why there is evaluation. So analyze the situation, form strategies, make plans, and evaluate. So strategic planning is needed, not only to set direction priorities, but also to simplify decision making, to drive alignment, and to communicate the message. The second is practical planning. So tactical planning focuses on short-term goals, while strategic planning focuses in long-term objectives. So in our case here, we use the term, actually instead of tactical, we use action planning in our university. Every year, at the end of the year, or towards the end of the year, like now it's October, we usually have these meetings, planning activities for strategic and action planning. So tactical planning is medium term, 1 to 2 years, unlike strategic, which is very longer term planning. And the focus in tactical planning is to the implementation of strategy and involves the individual department or division is involved in tactical planning. And it's very detailed. There are specific objectives. And so the middle management is taking part in tactical planning. The third type is operational planning. So in operational planning, we define how the human, financial, and physical resources will be allocated. So there is a strategic objective to be met. How will we accomplish that in terms of the people needed, the amount of money needed, and other physical resources? So that should answer some key questions, such as what are the strategies that need to be completed? Who would do the different tasks in order to meet this, the target strategy? And then we set the timeline. No? There is a date when the task should be completed. So what is the timeline? And then how do we measure progress? And how many resources have been allocated to task completion? So again, in the illustration, strategies, these are the actions that need to be carried out regularly to achieve strategic goals. Then set timeline, okay? The period, the duration, the time period, because that would encourage efficiency, uh, and it should be also realistic. No? We don't make timeline that is very possible to complete. Should be realistic. And the budget summary must detail the financial. So how much do we need? And then the material resources that are required to meet each goal. And finally, who is responsible? The responsibility. The project manager will typically be responsible for ensuring that each goal is completed on time and within the budget. And finally, the last one is contingency planning. So it's a pre-planned response to unforeseen events. No? Just like in 2020, we had COVID-19. Suddenly, everything has to stop. No? The university, the schools have to close, businesses have to close. And if we don't have contingency plans, then there will be a very, very big problem. For example, there are disasters, like natural disasters, like typhoon here in our case, Philippines, or in Indonesia. I know that there are several times that you have this earthquake there. So the organization, the university, the school must have contingency plan, for these unforeseen events, so that the business will be able to continue, or disruption would be mitigated. Operation should continue. So by contingency planning, we identify the risk, we develop a strategy, and we allocate resources for effective crisis management. So these are the four leadership approaches from the point of view of a manager and its function. Okay, so I think that ends the lecture now. I hope you learned something from this discussion.
Dr. Sharon, we learned a lot from. If us here ask you a question based on the material that you deliver for us, two questions, mind. Okay, Dr. Sharon. We
Yes.
have some question based on the material. Do you still have?
Uh,
Do you still have with to answering our question here?
yes.
Okay. Okay. To ask, please raise your hand. Okay, the girls be. Could you please mic to Nan? Okay. So we have a question for you, Dr. Sharon. And could you please stand? Silahkan. Get your name.
Thank you for the time given. May I enter myself? My name is Dian Amalia. I'm 021. And like there must be natural resources that are not working well. So what will happen if does not run well in a company, and what factors determine quality human resource in a company? How we as leaders have to respond to that? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is it okay? I will wrap the question for Dr. Sharon.
Yes, please.
And we found problem with the quality of our company. What should we do? Is it? So what strategy? Benar ya itu ya. Oke. Dr. Sharon.
The question is, there is a problem. Is that right? There is a problem
Yeah.
that
If as a
needs
leader,
to be what the leader should do when there
yes,
is a
in the
problem.
leadership, yes. So what is the and to overcome this kind of situation? Probably listen to
Okay.
our man like that.
Mm. So I mentioned earlier that there are several kinds of leadership, right? Uh, Leadership approaches varies. So, and we have here three types of leadership. I think I show you the picture of the leader that says, do this, and another leader that says, which one do you think is better? The one who consults the members of the organization, and another leader will say, okay, well, it's up to you to decide on what is best. So in all of these three types of leaders, whenever there is a problem, uh, the, the, the characteristic of the leader has an effect on the performance. That's why there's a question here, which one is best? I think it depends on the situation. uh. So some organization needs a leader who is very decisive, and who will tell the members to do this, or the member of the company are going to do this. But in other cases, there are leaders who would like to gather the support, the decision of the members of the team or the company. While another leader will give the each not member, each division, for example, of a company to think of ways in which they can solve the problem. But in all of this, I believe what is very important, aside from the characteristic of the leader, it's the communication. You mentioned that there are three ways to communicate. Huh? There are three ways to communicate, and the leader must first of all know how to communicate. How to communicate that there is a problem that we need to solve and how we will solve this problem. Uh, I have also shown you a slide that says effective leadership fosters a culture where innovation thrives. So when there is a problem, it's an opportunity for innovation to take place. So a company that has a problem will have an opportunity to have innovation. So the leader should be open-minded, adaptable, and willing to take risks in order to inspire the team, the member of the company, to think creatively. So that means it's not only the leader who will think, but all the members of the team. Okay?
Okay, Dr. Sharon. Is that yeah?
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So it means that if there is a problem in our company, in our organization, there will be an opportunity to do the innovation, but not only the leaders who thinks about it, but also all the member. Okay, one more question, Dr. Sharon. Yeah, please. Oh, two more. Yeah, Christian and that Malay. Okay.
Okay, my name is Christian Hendianto Pohab. So I wanna question, what are the main methods a leader can use to balance task-oriented and people-oriented leadership style? Just that.
Okay, thank you, Christian. So, what is the
Main method a
main
leader can
method?
use to balance oriented and people-oriented leadership style.
Oh, okay. How to balance? How to balance in order to lead their member or their staff, Ate, between those types three types of leadership according to our situation now.
So, how to balance?
Yeah, do you have any insight or tips for us here?
Uh, it, it's not going to be easy. Eh? Um, I think there is a theory there. If you remember the theory on the traits, huh?
Yes.
There are different traits or characteristic leadership. Uh, some some people are if you're a leader, then you must be willing also to adjust yourself to the people and the situation and not stick to your own belief or point of view. So, in order to have a balance, the leader must be knowledgeable. And let me show you the slide, the situational theory on leadership style. Can you flash it on the screen?
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The trade
There are
theory,
four boxes there.
four
There are
boxes,
four
yeah.
boxes.
Trade theory of leadership
Yeah.
through the year, right?
Blue leadership style,
Yeah.
blue color. So can you show that one?
Sure.
Where there is a graph in the left corner, it's low directive behavior, and then low supportive behavior, and then at the next, forward. No. This is, I think, slide number 25. That's one. Yes, that one. You'll see here that there's a directive behavior wherein you give direction to people. So one characteristic is delegating. So when you delegate, support is low and directive is low. But when you are directing in terms of leadership, then you have high directive, you order people, and there is lower support. In terms of supporting role of a leader, so the leader has a high support but low in direction. So here you see that the members of the team or the organization or the company uh, needs high support. While in coaching, there is high support and at the same time there is high direction. So these are the four ways, depending on the uh, situation and the followers' competence and commitment. So the member of the team, depending on the capacity of the member of the team, the leader has to adjust the approach of leadership. So the leader can either delegate or direct or just support or be the coach.
Yes. So for sure, the leader also have to pay attention their members also for the competence and then their commitments by delegating, supporting, coaching, and directing. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Last question, Dr. Sharon. Last question. Yes. Could you please mention your name?
My name is Malaika. My question is, what leadership style are more effective in driving organizational change? My question is, what leadership style are more effective in driving organizational change?
Why?
what leadership style are more effective in driving organizational change?
Okay, thank you very much, Malaika. So, Dr. Sharon, so what is the more effective leadership in driving the organization change? What kind
Yeah.
the types of leadership more effective?
Thank you very much for that question. It's a actually very difficult question to answer for me. uh, I think it depends. First of all, it depends on the culture of the people, the members of the team or the organization. It depends on the situation. uh, because there are cases where uh, you need a leader to be just directing, uh, giving direction, do this, do that. But there are times, depending again on the organization, the company, on the goals and objectives, where uh, you have to meet the people halfway. Uh, you have to ask them which one is better. Is it this or that? Yeah? Or there are times when you have to just let them do it by themselves. Let them explore, let them innovate, and just be there to guide them. So I think there's no one leadership style that is the best for all. So it would vary, it would depend from one company, from one organization, from one country, or from one place to another.
Yes, that's for Sharon. So it depends once again in the types of the organization that where the its operations in what kind of situation, right? For example, there is one organization needs to be autocratic, and one's organization or a company they are quite equal with the free reign or laissez-faire types of leadership, also the participative and democratic. So it based on the each type of the organization company, right, Dr. Sharon? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I think is there any more question? I think it's enough, right? Okay. Okay, I think that's enough for our session. Dr. Sharon, could you last closing statement from you to all of us here to close your session?
Okay, again, terima kasih. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be with you and to share about the topic that was presented this morning. Uh, I hope to see you. Maybe it's better to have a face-to-face lecture than online, but as of now, that's
Yes,
enough.
please.
And thank you, everyone.
We are hoping, but right now we are want to take a picture together. Is there any student from ESSU join in the Zoom with us right now? Could you please show your face
Yes,
or turn on the video?
yes, Darlene, show your face.
Can you please hi for some of the students from ESSU? Could you please show us your face and then turn on your video, turn on your camera, and then we are going to document this session. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. Even though we are doing this hybridly, yeah. Okay, let's take a picture, guys, all together. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Lihat ke kamera semuanya. See the camera. Boleh. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sharon, and some of the students from SU. Thank you for joining with us here. Have a great day. Thank you very much, Ate, for your time. And
Thank
then,
you also. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you to our moderator and guest lecturer. We will read the conclusion for the session. Leadership and innovation are inseparable. In order to an inducement influence, to actively persuade management team, to create an obligation among members of, and also to be a positive inspiration to others.
Now, we came to the end of this guest lecture session 2024 with the topic Empowering Financial Leadership and Teamwork Management Organization, held by Management Department of Universitas Pembangunan Nasional Veteran Jawa Timur, Indonesia, in collaboration with Eastern Samar State University, the Philippines.
I'm Mintan as the master of ceremony. Decision would like to say thank you everyone for joining us, and please fill in the attendance link share for each of us. That's all from us. See you all for the next opportunity. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay positive. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great day everyone.
oke. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. Kita semua, thank you guys. Kita foto dulu ya. Finally. Oke, sebentar. Terkait dengan tadi yang sudah share kertasnya tadi, jangan lupa tulis nama. Sebentar. Jadi tadi kan masih ingat ya ada trade theory, benar ya? So berdasarkan based those trade theory or apa tadi integrity, lalu dengan ambition and energy gitu kan, desire to lead, and then apalagi tadi mas? Nah, and then honesty and integrity, self confidence, intelligence, job relevant knowledge. Jadi based on this concept of trade theory, I want you to choose one. Ya, I want you to choose one based on this trade theory. Ada ambition and energy, ada desire to lead, and then ada honesty and integrity, and then self confidence, and then intelligence, and then job relevant knowledge. Just choose one, okay? You have to choose one based on those theory. And then what I want you to do is that please make an explanation based on what is your option gitu ya. What is pilihan kalian apa? Jelaskan dan berikan bentuk secara aplikatifnya. Oke, ma'am, I think I will choose intelligence. Yang satunya ini aja, Mas. Cek, ini bisa kok, Mas. Jadi, for example, I choose intelligence gitu ya. Intelligence kalau dikaitkan dengan managerial skill kalian, yang tadi ada tactical, ada operational, ada apa tadi? And then what else? Contingency. Satu lagi tadi apa? Strategic, correct. Ya, kalau dikaitkan dengan 4 hal itu, kira-kira saya mau mengembangkannya di area yang mana ya? Oke, sampai sini cukup jelas. So once again, please choose one from this trait theory. Ambition and energy itu satu. There is one, okay? The second one is honesty and integrity. And then the third one, intelligence. And then the fourth one is desire to lead. And then the fifth one, self-confidence. And then the sixth one, job relevant knowledge. Oke, I want you to choose one, only one. Gak usah, satu saja ya. Kalau ma'am saya mau pilih job relevant knowledge, itu apa? Kalau dikaitkan dengan kemampuan manajerial tadi loh yang ada 4. Kira-kira kalau saya mau jadi pemimpin, saya kira-kira mau ngapain ya dari sisi job relevant knowledge, gitu kan? Saya mau mengembangkan itu di area yang seperti bagaimana? Paham ya maksudnya ya? Jadi kalau misalnya job relevant knowledge, entah kalian saya akan mempelajari product knowledge atau company profile dari perusahaan yang akan saya pimpin, nah itu adalah job relevant knowledge. Bagaimana caranya? Aplikatifnya. So, okay Malaika, so you have to choose one based on this trait theory, and then you have to make an explanation based on your option. What is the applicative strategy if you are a leader based on what you choose? Okay, what is the applicative strategy based on what you choose? Paham ya semuanya? Ada pertanyaan? Bahasa Indonesia saja. Kecuali Malaika, you have to explain of course in English, okay? But if you want to, I give you 2 option ya. If you want to explain in bahasa Indonesia boleh. If you want to explain also in English, that will be great. Nggak masalah, tidak mempengaruhi penilaian saya. Tetapi saya sangat senang kalau kalian mau berlatih dengan menjelaskan dalam bahasa Inggris. Berlatih ya. Tapi kalau bahasa Indonesia enggak mempengaruhi penilaian saya, sama, equals. Paham sayang-sayangku? Oke, gitu ya. So, we also have one new student, international student here. What is the name? Syed. Okay, could you please stand here with me? Yeah. Okay. So we have not only Malay here as the international student, we have one more newcomer as the international student. Hi, nice to meet you. Syed, right? Okay, welcome to the class. So this is introduction to management and business class. Okay, so after this you also have another lecture also like Ma'am Dewi, and this is our coordinator program, you know, right? Already, Dr. WIWIK. Okay, so could you please introduce yourself short?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm Syed Abbas Alami. I'm studying management in business, currently a student at UPN. I come from Afghanistan. So, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Syed. Okay, yay, we have a newcomer here. Okay, once again, I hope you understand enough ya for this mid-test evaluation what you should answer in the paper, okay? Bisa dilihat lagi, tulis tangan yang rapi, you should write it down neatly, okay? Yang rapi, yang terbaca. Jadi gini ya, mau pakai bahasa Indonesia boleh, bahasa Inggris boleh, tetapi kalau tidak terbaca, nah itu berarti nilainya langsung zong. Oke? Oke, ya. Kapan ma'am deadline-nya? So the submission date is today. Ya, please submit in my desk, table B04 before 4 o'clock. Bisa? Okay. So this is also for you, Sayid. Could you please choose one, ya? So I will give this file to Kayla as the leader of this class. Okay. So you should read it and then write it down in the answer sheet. Oke, thank you very much kelas A. Tepuk tangan dong buat kita semua. Yeay, mantap. Senengnya. Nanti kita ketemu lagi kapan-kapan. Karena nanti kelas setelah UTS adalah dengan Bu Dewi ya. Jadi nanti kapan-kapan kita ketemu, kita ngobrol lagi gitu ya. Bu Dewi yang the other Bu Dewi ya. The other. No lah, ya enggak lah Bu Dewi, aku padamu gitu kan. Oh ya ampun, oh. Oke, terima kasih ya kelas A, silakan boleh langsung melanjutkan lagi kegiatan yang lainnya. Oke, thank you guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay healthy ya semuanya.